Hi, I'm Eric Ringberg, BSK Associates. I direct the Ecological Services and Planning Group here at BSK. So Ecological Services is a fairly broad program that covers a lot of different types of activities, from something as simple as a breeding bird survey to something as complex as a 20-mile long wetland delineation, and everything in between. So we assist local landowners if they might have an endangered species problem on their property, all the way through to assisting a large municipality in planning for how they manage the wetlands on their next general plan, to very large development projects, malls, large mines, those sorts of things that could impact large areas of land and require very specialized permitting, from what we're talking about endangered species through to air, through to water permits. We might need to divert a stream or resolve a diversion problem on the stream. Our program covers everything from collecting permits for development through to creating large-scale conservation easements where we protect specific species within the framework established by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. BSK is unique in several regards, mainly because of the technical expertise that our staff has. For example, we have within our environmental scientist group people who've done LiDAR analysis, which is a way of using aircraft data that shoots a laser down on the ground to help map large river corridors, through to people with special expertise on vernal pool fairy shrimp, a microscopic little shrimp that lives in wetlands that are hard to see, and all the way through to ornithologists who are able to identify rare birds from a quarter-mile away with a spotting scope. And all those skills are in constant demand here in the Central Valley because of the many challenges of trying to develop some of the remaining, we call greenfields properties, so properties that had not been developed before. BSK also provides brownfield services, which is how do you redevelop a property that may have some environmental impacts within a city. Two different sets of problems that are coming in. We have a variety of different kinds of risk management clients, ranging from an individual landowner who may want to develop their property. We might be able to assist them in finding an area on their property that they could develop, the other area that has a risk or an impairment on it, through to looking at what might be best properties for a development within the whole part of Northern California. That's the broad span of what we do at BSK. Specifically, the work that I do is focused on environmental risk. And environmental risk takes a whole bunch of different characters, from something as simple as should you buy a particular piece of property, are there environmental impediments like a wetland or endangered species, something similar to that, to a municipality that needs some support in helping identify what sort of habitats it has that might support listed species, or assisting a habitat conservation plan, figuring out what areas you want to protect in advance of development, through to people who had a project but may have discovered that they had a problem that their consultants had not originally identified. Then they call us in to help support them in terms of either getting new permits or redesigning the project in such a way that it doesn't have an environmental impact. If you do have a problem, and sometimes that happens, through no fault of your own, you've discovered that the prior manager or the prior owner had done something that maybe didn't meet all the terms and conditions of a permit or wasn't compliant with the law, then we help you figure out the best possible way of solving your problem, spending the least amount of money, and working with the regulators to help identify a solution that is most equitable for all the different